Okay, well here we are, taking a ride in Vangerine.
Yep, it's first trucking in 5 years.
Here you go.
It's been down for 5 years. Been trying to get this back on the road.
And we're getting ready to tell the whole story right now.
We're going to do some of the story. It's so hard to remember all of it. It's such a mess.
Yeah, it was.
Yep, started out, this van started, its 40th birthday present. A little over 10 years now. And it was almost like a custody battle, to be honest with you. Hi, I'm Mike Apelons from Middleburg Heights, Ohio, and this is Vangerine. This truck started out its life in Arizona. Spot-free, perfect truck. I got it on my 40th birthday. So now we're going on 11 years I've had this truck. And it's seen a lot of things happen. Bad partnership, bad relationship. I'd had the truck at its first show in 2015, and it took first place at Autorama as far as the paint, and it had just stock interior. So now, through the years, it's gone through some motors, and I actually lost it as far as in the business sense. I wasn't thinking, and the title was in somebody else's name, and my partner, and I lost it. They wound up going through a bankruptcy. I had to rebuy it, and in the meantime, it got pretty damaged. Purposely, they blew up the motor in it, marked up the interior with Sharpie, scratched the entire outside of it. So it's been a long road, but I finally got it back. This is its first truck in 5 years due to title issues from the other partner, forging titles, and it's been a nightmare. I had to have everything fixed, and I'm just slowly touching stuff back up from dents and damage. It lived outside the whole time that we were battling with this title, so it sat out in the snow and the weather, and it was actually very sad. It made me sick because everybody knows, and my partner also knew, that this was my vehicle. I did all the blood, sweat, and tears of this, ground up. I mean, everything's been done to this van. You can't really do anything more. And I had it all done, and it got destroyed.
Yeah, now you said when you first got it, it was green, right?
No, it was blue.
Oh, blue.
No,
Blue. Okay.
it was very ugly.
Yeah.
I'll send you some pictures of it. It was ugly, but it was clean. It was absolutely rust-free, perfect. And I went ahead and had it soda blasted to bare metal, and I started over.
Now, what year did you say it was?
It's a 76.
76.
G20.
G20. And what do you have in for a motor?
Actually, now it has a 2006 built 6-liter LS in it. It's right around 450, 475 horsepower. And I got a hidden hitch underneath that we welded in all custom so you can't see anything. And it pulls our little camper along no problem. And if I don't have a camper, I get about 21 miles a gallon on it on the highway.
Wow.
And it's...
Yeah, now what motor did it have in it before?
Actually, it started its life with a 400 and a 400 transmission. And that's
the one that got...
No, that was a 5.3 LS that was in here that got blown up.
No.
Yeah, because my air intake comes through here underneath the battery. My air filter is back in there.
Oh.
So what they purposely did is somebody must have held this thing on the rev limiter and just dumped a hose. Because when I finally got the van back through the bankruptcy, buying it back, I pulled, obviously the motor was junk, so I pulled the intake off and just fresh water came out of it. I mean, it was sickening. I mean, it turned my stomach because I had a lot of work done to that motor also, but now it's bigger and better. Yeah. That's all I can say. It's a lot of fun. And we got air conditioning. It works. Everything works. Cruise control.
And it always was a showstopper.
Yeah. Always. This is all out of all my vans. This is the one that I've done top to bottom, front to back. I mean, It's got an onboard air compressor. When I hook the trailer up to it, I hit a button, it'll raise right up.
Okay, so what were you saying about the hood?
About the hood, I just think they're a little too plain, so I just cut it and just made a baby cow induction hood. Just raised it up just a little bit, just to break up the front end.
Oh yeah, there you go.
And I also filled in all the cowling up here.
Oh,
there's no vents anymore,
yeah,
just to smooth it out. A little different look. Did some Willwood brakes up front. I'm going to eventually do the Willwoods in the rear.
Nice. Now the interior you said was pretty damaged too.
Yeah, it had written all over it in Sharpie, but I was actually able to get it fixed and repaired.
Yeah.
It's a little bit dirty right now. We just had a bad rainstorm come through.
Well, you had 15 people in it last night.
Yeah. I do drive it. It'll be at Bright and Shine too.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I do. I drive. I'll tow people around. You know I always do that with all my vehicles.
Yeah, absolutely.
And people have enough respect. You know, they're not smoking in it and doing dumb. So.
Absolutely. Now, what kind of wheels you got on here, Mike? Are those from before?
That's the original ones. I'm going to slowly probably start changing them because, like I said, it sat out in the weather for a couple years. So they're a little bit pitted up, and this is my baby. I don't want it to have flaws. So I'll put the same wheels back on it.
How many miles you got on this motor?
On this motor, it probably has 500 miles on it.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's absolutely fresh, and you know, like the motor, transmission, everything's painted the same color as the van. So before it goes like autorama and stuff, I put it on the lift and detail it all out. But then after that, I drive it. I drive the hell out of this van. You know, people are like, oh, you know, rain and this. I'm like, it's rain.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Yeah.
But it's a lot of fun. It's so comfortable to drive too.
Yeah.
Because when they did, Anderson did the seats, he actually put memory foam in them around the bolsters and everything, so it's very comfortable.
Oh yeah. There you go.
So made it to traveling. I mean, I'd have no problem. I'd jump in this. I'd go to California. Wouldn't bother me a bit. Like I said, one of the goofy features, like I said, I did a hidden hitch inside.
Oh yeah.
Actually, my hitch. My hitch is face straight down.
Oh.
But we cut the whole back of the van open, mounted, welded everything in, so now this slides up into my hitch, and I put whatever I want in here.
Oh, okay.
So, because it's just, these older vans, the factory hitches were just atrociously ugly.
Yeah.
So, that's what it has now.
Very cool. Now, when did you come up with the name Vangerine?
Actually, the interior guy, me and him were talking.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, you know, he was talking, you know, it's a tangerine, you know, and it's like van is like, he's like Vangerine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it was actually my interior guy came up with the name, and it was perfect name for it. And I couldn't, as far as an interior guy, I couldn't ask for anything better. Yeah, and there is, behind this panel, I take one screw out. He designed it where I take one screw out, this whole panel comes out. I do have a spare tire back there, a jack, a 4-way.
Wow. Nice.
It fits in there. We had to squeeze the seat together 3 inches, I believe. I had to make it narrower, so I had to cut everything and narrow it up 3 inches so I could have a spare tire and enough room. And then And then on the other side panel is the same thing. I take one screw out by they're hidden behind the cup holders. That's all my stereo equipment's behind that one. Yeah, it does sound pretty good. Yeah.
The girls love it.
Yeah, it jams out pretty good.
Oh yeah.
I love my music. And as far as the next thing I'm going to do with it, I don't think anything, to be honest with you.
I don't know why.
I've done so much work to this vehicle. It's sickening. It does have a good sound to it.
Oh,
Yeah, I had actually it's a custom custom ground cam. It won't be like really obnoxious.
Oh yeah.
It makes me very obnoxious.
Nice.
It's like we did that wasn't enough. It's a lot of fun.
Oh yeah.
No burnout contest with this one though. Yeah, I go, this one doesn't do burnout contests. Only Squirt does the burnout contest.
Squirt,
yeah, this would do it, but I'm not burning off Pirellis.
Yeah. Now you have several other bands. What are the other ones you have?
I have Squirt. That's my little 93/77. I took 32 inches out of it. And then I have El Chapo also. And Saturday Night Special, I have it, but it's in the process of being sold. So, but I put that one all back together. You got the videos on on all three of those.
Yeah, they're all on here.
Yep. So,
absolutely.
But those are the three that aren't going to go anywhere. El Chapo, Squirt, and this one. They can bury me in all three of them. They're going to figure that out. Yeah, and the color on the van is actually from a 2002 Lamborghini Gallardo. I started from that. It is a tri-stage. You got to put a white base coat down, and this goes on top of it. And if you look at it, actually in the sun right now, would really show it. I put a little bit of an ice pearl just to give a little more sparkle, and I changed a couple of the pearls in it. Like I said, it's been a struggle for the past, like I said, 5 years. I've been struggling to get it, everything legal, legit. After buying it back, and just, it was a nightmare. But it's back, and it's even better.
There we go. All right, man.
So,
good. Well, thanks for showing it to us.
Thank you.
We're glad to see you got it back.
Yep, finally got it back.